Stop everything if you thought the 17.5Li1 compression scandal was the peak of the 2026 engine wars. Today's update just turned the F1 paddock into a total war zone, while the world was focused on thermal, expanding metals. A second, even more genius Mercedes engine trick has just been uncovered, and this one might actually be the smoking gun that breaks the 2026 regulations wide open. We're not just talking about metal growing in the heat anymore. We're talking about a mechanical ghost hidden inside the heart of the engine. A trick so advanced that the FIA's current sensors literally cannot see it. This is the 3D piston scandal, and it's the reason why Ferrari, Audi, and Honda are reportedly holding emergency meetings this very hour. Is Lewis Hamilton's 2026 title dream dead before he even puts on the red suit? Today, we go deep into the engineering theft that has the entire grid in a panic. Let's get into the how, because this is where Mercedes and Red Bull have supposedly outsmarted the entire governing body. According to high-level leaks from the Barcelona shakedown, the 17.5:1 ratio isn't just coming from heat expansion, it's coming from hidden volume management. The FIA rules for 2026 dropped the compression limit from 18.1 down to 16.1. This was measured during a key technical meeting on January 22nd. The problem? The FIA measures this statically, at ambient temperature, with the engine off. Mercedes has allegedly developed a 3D printed piston crown with internal pockets, or microscopic voids. When the engine is at rest during an FIA inspection, these pockets are open to the combustion chamber, meaning the volume looks larger, and the compression ratio stays at a legal 6.1. But as soon as that engine hits 12,000 RPM and peak combustion pressure, the pressure itself triggers a mechanical seal inside the piston head. It effectively closes the pockets, shrinking the chamber volume and instantly jumping the compression to 17.5:1. It is a shape-shifting engine that is legal when stopped and legal when racing. This is a potential 15 to 20 horsepower gain that rivals simply cannot match without redesigning their entire engine block. And now, let's talk about Lewis. The Hamilton to Ferrari hype has been the only thing keeping Tifosi going, but the reality behind the garage doors is starting to look grim. We know Ferrari has been tailoring their 2026 chassis specifically to Lewis's late, braking, aggressive entry style. They are building him a car that feels like home. But you can have the best handling car in the world, and it won't matter if you're losing 0.3 of a second on every straight. Reports from Maranello suggest that Fred Vasseur is fuming because Ferrari followed the 16.1 mandate to the letter. They built a pure engine. If Mercedes has successfully bypassed the rules using 3D printing trickery, Lewis isn't joining a winning team. He's joining a team that is already a year behind in the metallurgy war. Imagine the irony. Lewis leaves Mercedes to find a faster engine, only for Mercedes to invent a cheat code the moment he walks out the door. The GPS data from the Barcelona shakedown showed the Mercedes-powered cars pulling away in the mid-range of the straights in a way that left the Ferrari-powered cars looking stationary. This brings us to the Adrian Newey factor. Newey recently admitted that Aston Martin is 4 months behind their rivals. While everyone assumed he meant aero, we now believe he was talking about the Honda power unit's inability to match this hidden volume trick. Honda and Audi have joined Ferrari in a formal clarification request to the FIA. The FIA is in a state of paralysis. At the January 22nd meeting, they agreed on a way to measure compression while hot, but they admitted it won't be ready for the start of the 2026 season. This gives Mercedes and Red Bull a golden window. They could potentially dominate the first half of 2026 with an engine that the FIA suspects is illegal but cannot prove is illegal. Toto Wolff has been uncharacteristically quiet simply telling rivals to stop looking for excuses and start looking for lap time. But for teams like Audi, who are entering the sport for the first time, this is a disaster. They were promised a level playing field, and instead, they've walked into a high-tech ambush. So, is this the end of the 2026 fair era before it even begins? F1 has always been about the grey areas. From the double diffuser to the DAS system, the teams that win are the ones that read the rules better than the people who wrote them. If Mercedes has truly found a way to make a piston that changes shape under pressure, it is one of the greatest engineering feats in the history of the sport. But if the FIA allows it, they are effectively telling Ferrari, Honda, and Audi that their billions of dollars in legal development was a waste of time. I want to hear from the true F1 insiders in the comments. Is Mercedes playing the game better than everyone else? Or is this the biggest hidden cheat in F1 history? I'm looking for the best technical takes. Comment Lagadawa if you think this is pure genius, or BN-ended if the FIA needs to shut it down now. I'm replying to the first 100 comments to see where you guys stand on this 17,001 war. Don't forget to subscribe. We're tracking the live GPS telemetry from the next test session, and you won't want to miss what we find next. The 2026 war is just getting started. I'll see you in the next one.